everybody. Welcome back to another episode of our 1.0 Satisfactory run-through. This is Jared. I have Kaylee here, who's going to be running around with the camera. And
Hello.
we also have Leonard as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just an update on where we're at. We still haven't completed phase 2, but we've done quite a bit, I would say. So first off, we got a little bit of cosmetic stuff going on. We'll just start off with talking about that real quick. That each building is going to slowly change over time. We're going to set aside certain times to do cosmetics, or when there's not all three of us, we'll start to make stuff look pretty. Other than that, when all three of us are on, we are doing progress. Progress. But you can see in here that
Jared's fix it now. Progress. Like, okay, Ada's brainwashed him. It's fine.
I don't remember the phrase though. All I remember is exploit, which is probably not a good one to remember. Anyway,
Exploit.
So you can see here, this is all pretty much the same. The only thing we added here was the very end, and then I added a better way to get down to our logistics floors, which we've seen. This is the first floor, which we already saw, but we now have the second floor done. See, it's a little sloppy down here, but it works. Where'd you go? I lost you.
I'm on the second floor.
Gotcha. And we moved the ladders. We added some walls, made stuff look kind of pretty. And then that's pretty much it for the storage building. That's all that's really changed.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done. Oh, we did start ammo.
Mm-hmm. Take me there.
Where are you at? Oh, lol, you're gonna drive. Go ahead. We're going super far. You gonna run me over or what?
We're going super far.
Maybe, if you want.
Bum-ba-da-ba. Here is our start for ammo. I guess technically this will change over time as well, as we add the different ammo types that we're going to be making. Where you're currently at is our rebar, the iron rebar ammo. We decided to do four constructors to allow for each expansion of rebar ammo that we will be making. And that's pretty much it over here. It's just pretty basic, from smelters to 2 constructors each feeding into each other. Next to it, we have the start of our steel for
Yep.
How does she pronounce it?
Knobs.
We say nobelisks.
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 Knobs.
Nobes. Nobes.
Most of our belting is done up top on this one. We did not use. Oh, we got a couple holes here. They're everywhere.
Ball.
Bringing in coal from right over here. I can't see through the smoke. And then bringing iron from pulling off of what we were currently using for the rods and rebar ammo for iron. And then I think pulling sulfur from over there as well, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are we going out there?
Nope, there really isn't anything to see over there.
A miner. Yay! Okay, moving on.
Yep, and then this right here is...
Black powder.
So I think we're making 60 knobs a min, and then we'll continue to expand as we... Or not, expand nobelisks, keep nobelisks the same, and then expand on what they go into.
Yeah, the alternate ammo types for nobelisks as well. We have not set up rifle ammo because we have not unlocked it yet. That'll be soon, though. All right, and then across the way here we have... What is this again? I don't remember this one.
Encased beams.
Industrial beams.
Encased beams, that's right. This one, I believe all the belting is down below.
Oh, no, we have to show off this belting.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. So this is probably one of our most...
right.
As you can see, a lot of this is also done underneath. However, and of course stuff going back to storage, this one is a little compact.
Unplanned, compact. No
Looks
clipping.
great.
Well, kind of clipping.
Oh, this thing. All right.
Yeah. We don't know how that snapped, but decided to leave it. It looks kind of funny. But it's only clipping with itself, nothing else.
But then this is all non-clipping, and doing totally fine.
Oh yeah, this is very, very compact build for building on this one. And then once it made, I believe it's just pipes and concrete because we did the alternate, correct?
Yep.
See.
And then that pipes over. We do try to not clip, which
We
is
do our best.
yeah. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it does. But
Beautiful
yeah, and
limestone
then
into concrete.
Beautiful, gorgeous, simple, elegant.
at least that limestone's going into the constructors
Yes, and nothing else.
and nothing else.
I may have been a little tired, and Jared had to correct me twice that limestone does not go directly to the assemblers. Got
What?
it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Onward!
And that second time was an honest mistake. Like you started running the belt, and I was like, "Is that the lime?" You pulled it like right out of the end splitter or something like that.
Yes, we talk no more of my mistake. All right, cool. Onward!
Next is a wall. All right. I believe this is stators and motors, and we're technically making basic
Basic
steel
steel.
over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have we introduced basic steel yet?
Not
I
sure.
don't think we have. Well, basic steel is just this little piece right here. And this one, I believe. That's it. Super simple, super easy. This one's pretty compact. A lot of the belting is down below as well on this one, but there's a little bit of above as well, I believe. Do you want to do steel first?
Sure.
That's going to be the first 3 foundries right here. Woo! And literally coming directly out on 2 of these, we just did beams because why not have 30 per minute for storage? Because we use beams for everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. And then we have 1 constructor for pipes. Used for a lot, but not as much. And then we had a little extra that we decided to reuse off of this one to go towards our stator and motor build.
Hey, yo.
That's
It's all
pretty.
nice. Yeah, it's clean. We can run around. There's no belts that you see until you go down below and then scream because it's utter chaos.
Well, so all of these here are pipes.
Yes, that whole line. So you notice there's doing 2 different directions.
I did.
So those 2 different directions are for each different build. So we have steel rotors that we decided to do an alternate for instead of regular rotors. That's the first 2 that are turned around, and then the rest of these go towards stators for motors, and then stators for storage.
And then these 2 assemblers are for storage, yes?
Yes, those are 2 stators for storage, and then the rest of these assemblers right here, these are all stators and rotors for motor builds. And just before we even say it, my big mistake the last time we played was the fact that I got super excited that we were making motors, and I was like, yeah, we're doing 20 per minute. No, we were doing 10 for sure. So we were looking at everything like, why isn't it keeping up? And then I looked at it, I was like, yeah, that's my bad. So we just decided, instead of redoing everything, we just decided to knock them down to 50%, which ended up working just as well. And then this one down below belting, I think, is the craziest section. And then this is the above ground section. This was Leonard doing copper wire, correct?
Copper wire, 360 total for our hungry
Nice.
machines.
Yes, very hungry.
I'm going in.
Oh, where are you dropping down at?
It was
Right
split
here.
240 to go to stators. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then 120 to go to the other thing.
Rotors.
Yes.
And I decided, while Leonard was piping and running the copper wire, and Kaylee was doing iron, I sat down. Or were you doing wiring for him, Kaylee, on this one?
I ran some wiring, some logistics. I did set up the basic iron to get it going into steel. and then I just kind of helped Leonard along the way with anything. But he did all like the buildings and the math and yeah.
Yeah, I was like off in my own little world with steel and then
Cool.
placing down and belting everything for it. It's a compact, not as compact as our other build.
It looks really good
But
down here.
it's very clean, very open. There is one glitched out belt that I still can't see.
Oh, really? The steel one?
Yeah, yeah, that steel pipe one is
Is
just
it
not there.
the invisible one? Yeah.
Yeah. And for the assemblers, instead of piping above, I wanted to do below, and then we just did opposite directions. And then when it was a different style of assembler for a rotor or a stator, it would go down to a different level. So there's technically 3 levels to this build for the assemblers. 2 logistics floors and the main floor. But yeah, pumping out 10 motors per minute, 10 stators, right?
Mm-hmm. To storage.
Yeah. It was a fun build. This was where we spent most of our time last time we played.
Facts. I did feel a little bit bad for the tired Leonard who, when we were talking about the build, because so I can't math, so I do use a spreadsheet that I just like type in and then I'm like done, and then I forever just reference the spreadsheet, versus Jared who continuously does the math in his head as we continue the build and runs it again and again until he writes it down in his journal. And then there was very sad looking Leonard at the beginning where he's like, what the did I just sign up for? And then midway through the build, we did see a piece of paper come out.
Yeah, I couldn't get it anymore.
But it's
Piece of mail. Piece of mail.
Piece of
I
mail.
actually
That's right. So, I mean, it definitely plays into like our styles of how we interact and stuff. Like, I cannot do simple basic math, so I enjoy spreadsheets. So I've done that for myself, and to me, that's just easier on my mental capacity after my working day. Alrighty, where are we off to next?
Next, I believe we are swinging by the rotor bill because I think it started to be encapsulated, correct?
Mm-hmm. You can see it right there in front of us.
Right there. Yep, there it is. We no longer see the ginormous lift belts.
I like the dimension to the building.
Yeah, I like that you have like almost like a foundational piece at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The back end's not complete because I forgot who came back.
Me.
So the back end's not done, but it's a work in progress. See?
It's a cover. Excuse me. Quite a bit, and it looks like, oh my goodness, is concrete closed?
I closed it a while ago.
What? It's been a while since I've been over here.
Yeah, there's nothing else over here, is there? Huh?
Nope, nothing has changed.
Nope, nothing over here has changed. I mean, we ran off in that direction for hard drives. That's about it.
Yeah.
That you can see on the map, though. Next, I believe, is quartz.
Going over.
And then, I mean, we haven't set up our, what are we calling that building? The Live Matter building, or the Living Matter building, which is this right here. That is also where we store our ammo, so we don't have to run all the way over to the other side over there. Our nice 4-wide road, because we are all terrible at driving. Except for Leonard, which is why Leonard's driving.
Hey-oh.
I believe we're planning on smoothing some of these 90s out too, correct?
See.
It is part of Leonard's customization plan.
Ooh, nice. I like. Oh, and you saw it on the blueprint machine as we were driving past. We did make up a mock design for a straight road. The diagonal ones are a little more complicated, but I think it turned out pretty good. We're trying to keep it light on materials because, as I've been told, my builds tend to take a lot of resources.
Like half a stack of concrete.
Yeah. Oh no, the builds prior were like 2 or 3 stacks of steel. Like, it was pretty bad.
I could have killed you.
Yeah. And whoop-de-doo, here's quartz. Yeah, I believe each are producing 20. And that's that. Main reason for that, cosmetics.
Cosmetics.
We wanted them windows, them signs. This will expand big time once we get manufacturers for the crystal oscillators later.
Can't wait for the Explorer.
Oh yeah. Then we're all going to be driving on the road, and we're all going to be going way too fast.
Just so you know, there is a rule that we can't handcraft anything. That's why we don't have an Explorer yet.
Yes, this is true.
Mr. Bean!
Run him over.
I had intrusive.
I was about to say, it'd be funny if we launched off of him.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Right down below here, I believe is Ethereum, right? Quickwire.
We did add more power. We were running a little low. We were reaching cap.
Take me to the edge.
We are.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not bossy.
We doubled, a little more than doubled.
Mm-hmm. We did a, if Kaylee hovers over the little icon, it says now, instead of 32 generators, we have 72 generators. So we overclocked to 270 on all of our coal and added in an overflow for an extra 8. Which I didn't even pipe. I was gone for that. You piped that, correct, Kaylee?
The overflow for coal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Leonard helped. It was
Leonard again did all the piping, correct?
Water pipe. Kaylee helped.
As you can see here, as I'm floating in the air away from the guys, I'll take the talking, since Jared's not running with me. Leonard's, again, taken on the lead role of putting down the water extractors with all the piping. So as you can see, these were the initial ones, and then the newer ones are now cascading over the top of the old pipes, and then continue underneath, and then do a nice flow down system as they go. We did take the last overflow gens and take them upright and diagonally. This road will also give us access to any oil or other things that are on the left side of this lake. So it was a good investment into resources, just because it is somewhere we will be adventuring. And then these platforms here definitely are not going to be usable because they are filled with pipes. So having an alternative way to get down over here is useful. But everything down here is very clean. The most we did was 3 high. And then it just kind of falls in that fashion. And to be honest, it wasn't super easy, but it definitely... I think we only had 2 pipes that didn't work out and had to be replaced.
Oh, yeah.
So, all in all, with how much piping we put down, pretty fucking good.
Nice. It looks great. Very clean. I hadn't seen this yet.
Ew, these 2 pipes over here, their names are Beauty and Grace.
Yeah.
That is their names, yes.
But look at that 90.
40, 45? This 90? Yes.
All right, yeah, this right here.
It's very, very clean.
Beauty and Grace.
Leonard did a fantastic job on the piping, which we will mention again. Leonard definitely has redeemed himself on any piping, water. He has had a grudge with the Satisfactory piping for a little bit.
It's been like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
it is fully mastered, I would say.
Yeah, looking at that, I would say yes.
Can't wait to see you in aluminum. I mean, what?
Oh, yeah.
But then, yep, I believe the coal gens kept the same design. Is that right, Jared?
Yeah, the only thing that changed would be down below as they enter in, instead of... Because we only had 4 rows, we had 4 coal nodes, so we just ran them directly into each line of 8. Now we overclocked them, so one node does 16. So there had to be an adjustment, slight adjustment to it, but all in all, it's pretty much the same. I did kind of try to keep it nice and tight, so there was no gaps. It was a little tedious, but
It looks really good
It
down
works. It looks good.
here. Very clean. I
Thanks.
feel like a lot of our logistics has go around as far as like belting, pipes, all those things. While we've hidden them, they all, for the most part, look very clean.
yes. I
And then
agree
if they're
with
not clean, they're hidden, so I at least don't have to see them. I think that is kind of it for this update, yeah?
See.
Yeah. Nothing else. We do have a couple more things before we finish the phase. See on the right. Not too much. We do have our space elevator parts. We can see we've already done one. Whoop whoop. Already done. And then we have our living matter building. We have power, which is a constant. That is up there, just because always need more power. Hyper tubes, we might start dabbling in at some point. So,
Mhm.
but until next time, take it easy.
Bye!
Man.